Hello, I'm Emily Rutherford-Lisk, and welcome back to the Jacksonville History Show, and I'm here with Jerry Spinks, the president.
My pleasure.
You were on the first segment, and we're just going to wind up the show with the good, the bad, and the ugly, and mostly the good and the bad, in historic preservation in our city. And before we do, you know what a fierce protector we both are of Jacksonville's history.
Yes, ma'am.
I would just like to mention, or you might like to mention, the founding year of our fair city, Jacksonville, Florida. It is
not 1828.
It's
It is 1822.
Okay, 1822. Because
Please write this down.
Oh, I've made a few corrections on things I've said.
Thank you for let's getting back together here.
Yes.
The Historic Sites Committee, which is an important element of the society, their job is to create a list of the keep track of our landmarks and create an endangered property list. And the purpose of this segment is to show the product of some of their work.
And yes, and we are going to show first a great result. Am I not correct?
Absolutely correct.
And that great result is the Jacksonville Train Terminal of 1919.
Right.
And I believe it's on the screen now. Jerry, you want to say anything about this wonderful terminal?
With absolutely no apologies for a pun, today's segment is the tale of two stations. This station, which was founded or built in about 1919, is a tremendous example of an asset that served the city well, went into a decline, and literally with public action in the parties in the 70s.
Station celebration, that's what it was.
Exactly. It called attention to it, cleaned it out literally and physically, and brought it back online, and resulted in a tremendous restoration that is to this day our very humble but very efficient convention center and other space. And so it did a great job on it.
And this terminal was modeled after New York's Penn Station. So we have this gorgeous building replicated from a building that's now lost to New York City. And so we're very fortunate to have this. And of course the station celebration is typically said back in the 1970s, said to be the event that really put historic preservation at the forefront of the city's attention. And from that moment on, the city did have a conscience about restoration projects of their wonderful old structures.
Well, there is a little bit of a connection between the station we just appeared and the next station up, which is Fire Station 5 on Riverside Avenue.
Fire Station number 5, you say?
Now, this is a lesson in practical urban restoration and historic preservation. That station, when it was active, and the next shot will show it closed, is in a spot that it needs to be moved. That's the facts. And the whole idea now, and the one that committee and other citizens are trying to do, is determine what use it can be in Brooklyn so that it is used and therefore preserved. It's urban preservation. The next shot is a old original shot that, even though it was not speckled when it was built, it does show the building in its original configuration, in which we hope to offer it back to the community in a purpose that could run all the way from a restaurant to any other use that could begin to use all the economic energy of the new Riverside Arts Market, which is an effort led by Wayne Woods, who were also in charge of the station celebration years ago.
Years ago he was.
So we hope to bring it back, but our whole purpose of today's to do this is to call attention to the historic structures in Jacksonville that are endangered or present an opportunity.
And I'd just like to mention Brooklyn is in the Riverside area, or joining it. And I want to thank you, Jerry, for winding up this segment. I want to thank everybody for viewing, and find out more by going to www.jackshistory.com. Goodbye for now.